I made the statement last week that Davi would be a horrible therapist. Horrible. Some of you guys challenged me and said, oh, not the case at all. With her honesty, she'd be fantastic. I wish there was a way I could have learned this at a very, very early age, but there's not. And I think this just comes with age where you just realize that everything turns out okay. You know, there's a lot of stress and I'm not dismissing it, but now with age, I know that I'm going to get through the stress and everything is going to be okay. But at 20 years old, I wasn't capable of that.
Is it the thought that everything's going to be okay, or do you die inside? I feel like I died inside.
I don't think that was it.
I'm like, it might be age, and also I'm dead inside.
Who turned the lights out in here?
So that's when I said, could you imagine going to a therapist and your therapist sits down and says, you know, you're going to die inside. Every day you're going to die inside.
Yeah. What?
And a bunch of you guys hit me up, including this one. Bert, Davi Crimmins would make a great therapist. I love listening to her on the show. Davi gives amazing, funny, and blunt advice. She has no problem calling you an a-hole. I have a feeling that Davi as a therapist would say, look, you think your day is bad? Just listen to mine. Okay, that's a good therapist.
Come on now. That's good. That's a great review. I'm going to put that one on my website.
You 100 need to put it on your website.
That's lit.
So let's challenge this right now, all right? Let's say you got something going on in your life. Now, we don't have a whole bunch of time to hear the whole family history, but we'll give you 60 seconds to edit it down and tell Davi what your problem is, and Davi has 60 seconds to give you advice, okay? Evelyn wants to sign up for this.
Hey, Evelyn.
Hey, hi. So basically, my therapist ghosted me a while ago because I had to do another type of treatment, and then I couldn't afford the payment plans. Long story short, whatever. I'm 24. I've been working anywhere from 2 to 4 jobs at a time. The world is on the verge of dying. I'm never going to see my Social Security benefits. We're on our way to World War III. Like, I've already died inside. I'm not going to, unalive myself, but, what is the point? You know what I mean? I'm up at 6 a.m. to go do a job that doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
I do.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. See, this is what, okay, so as a therapist, I'm going to fire myself from this job and just take you out for drinks because that's what we both need right now.
Yeah.
Like, your therapist ghosting on you. How about you and I get in a car, drive it over to her house, break some kneecaps. Let's do it. After
That's
a few
your
drinks,
advice right there.
No, not entirely, because that's a crime.
Evelyn sits down. Evelyn sits down on your couch and says, "Therapist Davi, I don't understand what the meaning of life is. Everything sucks.
No, she
What's
said,
the
I don't know
point?"
what the, yeah, what's
She
the
said,
point?
what is the point? What is
point?
the point? And I'd say, I know, girl. I know.
I concur. There is no point
I
to it.
concur. What is the point?
Well, she won't have to worry about her jobs anymore. She'll be in jail if she takes your
No,
advice.
she's not. We're not going to do that. We're just going to have drinks and talk about it.
Yeah.
And dream about it. But see, this is why I would make a great therapist, because it's like having your best friend forever on the other couch. Just as messed up inside as you are, just as confused. None of us are qualified to be giving advice on what is the point. You get up for work every day and you do the thing, and then you go to bed and then you do it all again, and that is life.
And then you die.
And then you die.
And then you die.
That doesn't mean you're wrong. That just means time's up.
That's your 60 seconds.
Okay, thank you, Tommy. I was like, hello.
You're rude.
Now, I don't know if that people were listening to the advice that you just gave and aren't calling, or they can't get through, but let me give the phone number out again.
We're scared.
Okay, it's 1-855-BERT show.
Why is that scary? I just invited my last patient out for drinks.
And a bust kneecap.
Yeah, and vengeance. Drinks and vengeance. You
Fun
guys.
Tuesday to me.
Since this is free, I'll come to the table. I need some advice here, okay?
Oh, jeez.
And I've been talking to you guys about it for weeks. I'm really nervous about my son going to college for the first time. He's socially anxious. He's an introvert. He's very in his routine, and this whole thing is new to him, right?
Yeah.
So as a parent, I have been beating myself up pretty good because I don't think that I prepared him for the real world, right? So every day I wonder, oh man, are my failures now my sons? Help me, Davi. Help me.
All right, this one's heavy. Can I say pass?
As a matter of fact, yes, you can. Because our last caller just said her therapist ghosted on her. So at least you have the audacity to his face to be
All right.
Pass.
Here,
So now,
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
This is heavy.
right.
I'll be right back.
Right.
I'll be back.
I have gone to therapist's office where there are a whole bunch of therapists, in the whole practice.
Yeah.
So you would say, look, I don't think I'm qualified
Yeah.
for this, but
I'm gonna go get Ted.
But Dr. Goodman down the hall can probably help you with this.
It's a lot.
I need backup. We need backup here. This person is.
He's too much. I'm gonna start crying.
So you, from professional to client, are saying that's too much. I sit down on your couch and I tell you my problem. You're like, that's just too much.
I think it's just hard for me to give advice to my boss, I guess.
I'm not your boss. I'm your client.
I know, but this is hard. Okay.
Time's up.
Time's up. Sorry, our time is up. That'll be $125.
I literally have to go down the hall and see another therapist. Hi, Davi, Dr. Davi down the hall recommended you. Do you happen to have some availability right now?
Let me refer you to the parking lot.
All right, Evan, this is going pretty much the way I thought it would. So you have a problem going on in your life. You got 60 seconds to tell our therapist, Davi, you're a problem, and she'll give you 60 seconds of therapy.
All right. Well, my soon-to-be ex-wife, we're trying to sell the house so we can both start over, and there's no possible way for me to get her to clean the house so we can sell it. I've done my share, fixed a bunch of shit. Oh, sorry.
Oh, but dude.
Well, you broke up just enough for it to sound like Schmidt. So,
Okay. And, a bunch of Schmidt, and I'm just trying to figure out how I can get her to start cleaning.
all right, Evan, hold on one second. All right, because Evan's phone was breaking up, I would like you to give Evan advice, but every other word.
Yep.
So he doesn't pay for the whole thing.
Yes.
All right.
Evan, help for you would I suggest that snacks hidden throughout house make wife clean better.
You sound like a hostage victim now, like not trying to give up your location or something.
You told me every other word. I tried.
Blink twice. We'll send help.
You said every other word. I'm saying if you hide snacks around your house, maybe your wife will clean more.
Okay.
It's like a little trail.
All right. So contribute to the clutter with more clutter is what you're saying.
Yeah, but
right.
but I figure like while she's down there eating the sweet tarts or whatever, she'll be
How?
like, "Oh, let me scrub this."
How are there still people on the phone?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Blowing up.
I'm trying to get fired here.
I am shocked that people have listened to this and they are still on the phone to get therapy advice from Davi.
Amanda is having a lot of stress in
Okay.
her relationship right now, and she needs Davi's help. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Davi.
Hey.
I think that's how every client in Davi's therapy should come in.
Hey.
I like it.
What's up?
I'm from Kentucky, so that's my accent. But listen, Davi, I am an actual therapist.
Oh.
And
Oh, she cut out.
Look at
Go.
God.
What a blessing. she was about to rip me apart.
Maybe her problem was she's from Kentucky. Maybe that's what she was calling
That is not
it.
a problem.
That's
Not a
what she
problem.
said.
It's a beautiful state.
That's the only part of the thing we heard. She said,
That's
look,
an
I'm from
asset.
Kentucky.
Not a problem, an asset.
So, therapist Davi, do you have any advice for people from Kentucky
yes.
that are just from there, and
How can
that's
you
their
fix
problem?
us broken souls from Kentucky?
I just want to thank God because I know whatever she was about to say next was going to hurt my feelings, and I was going to have to go to therapy today. So thank you for that. Advice for people in Kentucky. I bet you wish you were at Kristen's wedding because it was beautiful.
All right, last one here. Karen, good morning. You're on with therapist Davi.
Good morning. I told my friends my backstory, and essentially, I don't want a relationship with my dad. He told me he regretted that I was ever born, and my friends think I should bite the bullet, have a relationship with him, that I'm being mean and a-hole.
All right. So your dad told you that he regrets that you were ever born. You want to cut him off, and your friends are saying cut him off?
No, they're saying not to.
They're saying stay. Okay, Davi.
Yeah, which I've been in this before. So it's usually your girlfriends. They can't help it because a lot of girls are daddy's girls and it works out for them. And it's really hard for us because we're like on the outside of that group. And then even when you have a really legitimate reason to say, my dad sucks, he told me this to my face and it's very traumatizing, they'll be like, but your girlfriend giving me your daddy. And you want to slap him in the face, but you can't because that's a crime. So what I think you should do is separate yourself from your dad for a while. He doesn't deserve this relationship. He hasn't given you like the proper respect or adoration because you're an amazing person. I can already tell by the sound of your voice. And he should not have said that to you. And he's going to regret saying that to you one day. And you guys will have a relationship in due time, but just give him some space right now. Don't listen to your friends. They don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was going to end it there, but Amanda's back from Kentucky.
Oh,
I just
Amanda.
didn't want to. All right, Amanda. We realize that your data plan is almost up, so go for
She's
it.
going to yell at me.
So listen, Davi,
Yeah.
I date this guy. He's a true narcissist. I don't want to do nothing to him. Talk me out of it.
You don't want to go back to him anymore. I got to talk you out of going.
I don't want to be physical. Like, I don't want to be violent. I don't want to hurt him.
Oh.
She's asking you how to refrain herself from hurting this guy. She's dating him and hates him, but still seeing him.
Well, have you ever thought he
I'm
deserves
not
it?
seeing him. No, Bert. I'm not seeing him. No. We're done. But sometimes I think about wanting to, like, flatten his tires.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, that one's fine. And I learned recently that if you do 3 of them, then insurance won't pay for it. If you do all 4, then insurance will pay for it. So only do 3. Only stab 3 tires.
So your client comes to you and says, I'm having thoughts of slashing my ex's tires, and your advice
He
as a
deserves it.
therapist
Let's go.
is don't do all of them, just do 3.
Just do 3. So he'll have to pay out of pocket for that. You don't want insurance to help him out.
We might have to try this again next week.
We 100%.
It went so
I was
well.
thinking every week.
The Bert Show.